OpenAI just released the ability to create campaigns from product feeds, and basically what that means is now you can upload bulk products and manage them all from one campaign, all in OpenAI Ads Manager. Hi, my name is Zachary, and today I will be showing you how you can set this up on your own Shopify store. There are a few things we need to go over before we hop right into it. To start off, your Shopify store must have a minimum of at least 1,000 products and a maximum of 2 million products. The caveat with that is if you have 500 products and they each have 2 or 3 variations, that does count towards the 1,000 product minimum. These products will also only be eligible to show up as the ads below the ChatGPT responses like the normal ads are right now. They aren't having the ability to be organically in the ChatGPT conversations yet. They say they may release that ability in the future. And also the same rules apply for normal ChatGPT ads that do to the product feed ads, meaning no gambling, no tobacco products, no medical advice, no lawyers. We are going to need a couple of tools to help us make this transition happen. With the first one being this GitHub repo that I created. What you'll do is click code and download it as a zip file. If you are on Windows, you are going to need something like Windows SCP, or if you're on Mac, I would recommend something like CyberDuck. Next, over on OpenAI Ads Manager, what we're going to come over to is Tools, and then Feeds, and then you're going to click Create a Feed. And when you create it, it should pop up with something like this. We're going to need these connection details in a little bit. Then what we're going to do is come over to our Shopify store, go to Settings, and then go to Apps, then Build App and Dev Dashboard. And then we'll go ahead and create a new app. You can name this app anything you want. So I'm just going to say YouTube demo and create. Nice. Now we have this YouTube demo app created. We're going to come down here to Scopes and select Scopes. And what we're going to do is read orders. Oops. Let's do orders. And we want read orders as well as read products. Those are the two scopes that we are going to need. Then we're going to come over to redirect URLs. We're going to go ahead and paste this in there and go ahead and click release and release. Next up, what we're going to do is create a new folder on our desktop, grab that zip file that we downloaded, open up our file and extract the files into this new folder. Then we can open up our folder and open either the README for Windows or the README for Mac. Inside of this folder, we are going to be editing these prompts right here with your own store's information. So what we'll do is start over at this Shopify shop, come back over to your own Shopify store, grab this portion of the URL and replace it in the Your Store section right there. Your Shopify client ID, what we're going to do is come back over to your app that you developed, grab your client ID and paste it in between the parentheses right there, and grab your client secret, copy that as well, go ahead, paste that in there. And it already has the scopes for the read products and read orders. Then what we're going to do is copy all of this, go back to our folder here, right click and open in terminal. That should pop up with a PowerShell window that looks like this. And we're just going to paste everything into there. Now what this is doing is opening up a Shopify authentication that we can copy and paste into our browser. And what this will do is prompt us to install our app into our Shopify store, as well as giving authorization to this PowerShell window, giving us this Shopify admin access token. So next, we'll go ahead and copy this token, come back over to our README file, and paste that into the Shopify access admin token section. Next, we're going to come over to this section and place it with all of your information for your website, right? So name it your store, put your URL, add your return policy, and then put your URL again at the last one. Now what we're going to go ahead and do is copy all of this again, come back to our terminal, paste it in there, click enter, and then come and grab this script right here and go ahead and paste it in there. Now, what this should start doing, oh, I forgot to put the admin access token in there as well. So make sure you grab the admin access token as well, paste it in there. Then now we grab this script and put it in there. Now it should be starting, starting to export all of the products from your Shopify store onto your local computer. Nice, it's done. As we can see, it wrote 9,433 rows, and it skipped anything with where the product variant is missing an item ID, price, image URL, or URL, so it doesn't mess up on the transfer. Sweet. So now if we go back to our original file, come over to exports, we have our OpenAI products JSON right here. What we can do if we want to see it is open it first with Windows Explorer, then we can open it with Visual Studio Code, and then now we can see all of our information here. And if we want to scroll to the right more or whatever, we can see, okay, here's the product name, description, and all sorts of fun stuff in there. Next, we are going to open Windows SCP, and it should prompt you with some sort of login like this. So what you're going to want to do is go to New Site, come back over to OpenAI Ads Manager, and then put all of the information from this prompt into this window right here. So host, copy and paste that into the host. Username, put that in the username. Generate a password, put the password in there, and then change the port number to the right port. Go ahead and click Save and log in. I already have one, so I'm just going to log into that. So now you'll see two windows like this. What you'll want to do is go ahead and navigate over to the folder that you just created, go to exports and find your OpenAI products.json, then drag that over into the ChatGPT folder. Then it'll start to transfer all of your products into your OpenAI Ads Manager. Now, if we come back over to the OpenAI Ads Manager, come over to campaigns, come to products, your products will start to populate in here. You may have to clear the filters, but once you clear the filters, they should start to load. And there we go, right? We've got all of the umbrellas on the first page, and then, you can go to the bottom and go to the next page and make sure that all of your products are in here. What we can do next is go to create and then create a campaign. Name it something like product feed 1, and then come over to the campaign type, click product feed. Objective, it still only has reach or clicks. I'm going to go with clicks. And then for this landing page query parameters, what we're going to want to do is come back over to our README file, scroll down until we find the tracking parameters right here. Go ahead and copy that and paste that into there. Essentially what this URL is doing is adding tracking parameters at the end of each time somebody clicks one of your ad URLs. What that allows you to do is track the source that comes from OpenAI, shows the campaign that it comes from, shows the ad ID and the ad group that it came from. And then you can set your budget and conversion events. I'm going to click order checked out. If you need help setting up conversion events, I'll link a video in the description on how to set up the pixel and conversion events. And then you can click your start date and end date. Next step, we'll go to the ad groups. I'm going to name this first one gloves. And then from the product feed, I'm going to select my product feed that I just created. And then now you can see there's 9,200 products currently matched. So if I click add filter, now you can filter by a whole bunch of different options. All of your collections that you build on Shopify are going to show up in this product category tab. So what I would recommend doing is grouping your products into collections that you would want to run ads for that whole collection for. So we're going to go to collections, and then we're going to go to disposable gloves, nitrile gloves specifically. And you can see now that narrowed it down to 831 products. Next up, we'll configure the ads. And there's not a lot of customization you can do. You can change the ad name. I'm going to call it ad 1. And that's about it. It just pulls the title and the description from your actual product listing. So if you really want to optimize for these OpenAI ads, what you should do is duplicate all of the products that you want to run the ads for and limit the title to 30 to 35 characters, and then limit the description to maybe like 65 characters. and then put all of those products into a specific collection. So then now you have that collection that you can click on that past page, and then now all of those ads are optimized for running on OpenAI, right? Because now on the only thing on this that you can edit is the image field URL, but I'm just going to keep it as the normal one. What you can also do is if we want to add a new group, and I want to do tarps, for example, I can collect the product feed, add a filter by title, and then contains tarps. Then now, any tarps are now going to be matched. As you can see, there's now 103 products that are currently matched. Then we can go back to ads. Same thing. It goes off of the title and description there. I'll just call this add one tarp. And then you can go through, click review, and create campaign. And then it'll go through and actually create that campaign and launch it. So now the important part, how do we actually track the sales that we are getting from these ads? That is what the dashboard is for. So first things first, we're going to come over to scripts, and we're going to come over to OpenAI dashboard. Open up this README file, and what we're going to want to do is grab this script right here. This is defaulted to 30 days, but if you want to change it to 60 or 90 or 1 day, you can go ahead and do that. So what we'll do is we'll copy this function here, come back over to the terminal tab that we were doing everything else in, and paste that in there. And go ahead and click enter. Then now you can see it is fetching all of the orders in the last 90 days. And we can see it matched one order with the OpenAI tag. If you closed out of the terminal tab, it's not that big of a deal. All you have to do is come back over to your original README file and copy and paste all of this information back in, just so your terminal has context and authorization to actually your files so that it can give you an accurate measurement. The dashboard also does not automatically calculate for your ad spend. So if you come back to the README file again, this is where you put in the ad spend, right? So for example, if you spent $250, you come in, paste that again, and now it will update the ad spend to go to $250. So what we're going to go ahead and do is come back over to this dashboard here, click this index file, and then now we can see our dashboard. And I don't think the ad spend has come up yet, or maybe it has because it's $250 for $1 in revenue, so that is realistically a 0.00 return on ad spend. But now you have all of your information here. So you can see revenue, orders, items sold, volume, order, and return on ad spend. You can see it by the days, by the top products, categories, and the recent orders. I know this setup definitely feels a little clunky and complex, and that's just because OpenAI Ads Manager just came out. There's really not very many tools to help you with this setup process. Luckily for you, I am currently building a Shopify app that will integrate right into your account and right into your OpenAI Ads Manager, so you can manage everything all from one Shopify app. I still am in the process of building this app, and if you want to join the waitlist to be the first one notified for when it is released, feel free to join the waitlist in the description below. And if you are watching this video down the line after I've already developed it, the link to the app will be down there as well. Great, thank you so much for watching today, and I will catch you in the next video. Peace.